Undateable, you know, like I think the best way that I always describe it to people, it's not about like one guy teaching a bunch of people how to date, it's who they are. Because in the way I always reference it is like, it doesn't matter who you are, everybody has felt undateable at one point in their life, you know? So I think that's what people should pull. Strengths, or don't believe in themselves in a certain way, or having problems with certain things that never worked, and just kind of years later and be like, Jesus, I can't believe I was like that, you know? Man, why did I wear those kind of things? Which is like something that we all do in our lives. I'll say that about this outfit one day. Why was I dressed like a hip pirate in a flannel? His roommate leaves, and he needs a new roommate. And Danny is a guy who's never grown up. You know, he's just goes from woman to woman. He can't be in a relationship. He's never really been in one. He's sickened by it. He believes in himself. He has this false sense of confidence. And Justin, who I play, owns a bar that's not doing too well, and I'm in need of a roommate. So I end up finding Danny, and Danny, because he needs a roommate, moves in with me. And it's basically like an odd couple in a sense, because I'm a very straight-laced, shirt tucked in type guy who wants love more than anything else. I'm very bright-eyed about that, but I'm too scared to make a move. I'm pretty much the opposite of having confidence. I don't believe in myself enough to actually make that type of move on somebody. And so that's kind of where the dynamic starts. It's just two completely different personalities clashing, but in the same sense they have something in common, which is that they're both messed up in a way. Well, the main thing, just the chemistry and relationship between everybody on the show. Like, I've known Chris, who plays the Danny, since I was 18. You know, like we used to play bowling alleys together and bars together as stand-up comedians. And that's the other thing, like me and him know each other. Rick Glassman, who plays Bursky in the show, he's my neighbor in my apartment complex. We've known each other for 4 years, and like we're like husband and wife, and Chris is like my mistress, you know? Like I have fun with Chris, and like we laugh, and life is great. And then I go back to my wife, and Rick is making me cookies and then complaining about his back. Like those are the kind of, that's like the dynamic. And then Ron Funch is America's sweetheart. He's a comedian as well. Like there's 4 comics in this realm, and Bill Lawrence, as a showrunner, really lets everybody play. And guys like David and Bianca get excited about it too, and they start playing. So I think the energy of this show, and I think it translates to cameras, it's like you can tell we're all like each other, like right away, and then we're all having fun, and we're all like adding different things and playing. And that's like the most fun, I think, to watch. Because it's like, you'll even see it in certain takes. Like in certain takes, I'll be laughing, and I'm like, I'm really laughing. But it's like, Bill's like, that's a great moment, leave that. Just because Chris is being an idiot or something. Like, it's fun. Oh, like I said, Chris and I have known each other since I was like 18, 19. I had just started doing stand-up, and I ran into Chris, and he was really starting out. He was like about a year and a half in, and I knew of him a little bit, and he was kind of coming up, and he really took me under his wing and let me, like, we would go to Orange County and play all the, like, Lucky Strike bowling alley together, and our relationship was really like this friendly competitiveness of, like, he would always, similar to Danny, he would always just be on me like, well, you're not as good as me, you can't, you know, I crush it, you got nothing, you know, it was always, and I'd be like, well, I got it, I could beat you here, like, you like how I did better than you here? And he was like, well, no, you think you did better than me, you'll never be better than me. Like, it's like, our whole relationship is like messing with each other 100%, and like always competing in like a friendly way. Like, we're never like mad about one of us getting something. It's always like super excited for each other. But it's so interesting that we're on the show together, because it's similar to like when I was 18 and like when we were first friends. It's like, because in real life, Chris and I are really big brother, little brother, because he's far older than me. I mean, he's much older than me. He's aged, and we're technically in the same place career-wise, because we're on the same show and we're co-leads. So, in a sad way, he's, you know, hasn't made it as far as, you know, as fast as I did. But he's, you know, he's doing okay. He's got bags under his eyes. We're working on that. Don't bring that up, by the way, about the bags under the eyes. He's always tired because of how he looks. But in general, first off, it's crazy that I'm friends with somebody so much older, but I am, and that's kind of fun dynamic too, for somebody who's years older than me. Like, I would never know that kid in my hometown, you know? That's like a big brother's friend. I don't know that guy. Oh, he's a teacher? He would be my teacher in school. That's how much older he is. But yeah, he's fantastic. Who were we talking about? Is that Chris? Oh yeah, I think he's 40, by the way.